Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. College football playoff gets underway. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The Volunteers return team not doing the offense any favors there. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Wow, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The ball's looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a quick grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
But good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line for the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
And the returner will be brought down. So the Gators offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route, the catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and You know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, who won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there, defensive tackle. He never bought into that play-action fake and went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
Second down now after the sack. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it to get him down for just a short game.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick grab. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his foot down. Great job here by the team.
And look at this, the field goal units coming on the field. A lot of faith in this kicker. This would have to be a record-breaking field goal if he makes it. And that one is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's second down here. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have it.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
To the air. It's Lagway. Receiver makes the grab. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down. The Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. He decides to keep it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Trying to extend the play. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Gators. See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Touchdown, Florida. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Here comes the point after attempt. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. And the Vols will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his second punt of the game. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he is wide open for a huge gain. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position down to the 24.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
And now the running back's got it again. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense, trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Bringing it out, it's Lewis. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Bringing pressure. With pressuring and sacking, will be tackled inside the 10. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's a safety for the defense.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Oh, that one's picked off. He's found some room at the 45. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark him right at the 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at second and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they get... A second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. No problem with the PAT right down the middle.
That makes the score. Florida 23, Tennessee 7.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Florida offense retakes the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's hit just before the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
He's going to take off here. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the fair catch called for a prudent play in rainy conditions like this. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it away.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Gators offense retakes the field. 1st down here for this offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Ball handed off. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaking tackles. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Florida. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target. But this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return. But the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Gators will have to kick it away.
Number 13 on to kick it away.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Pressure is coming. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. And now they'll run it on the draw. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
That's a strong stiff arm. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The pocket breaking down. Quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They get him down after a short return, but interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes it decent.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. He'll hand it off. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Quarterback still with the football. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
And the Gators pick up enough for a first down. To throw, it's Lagway. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He bought some time, now lets it go. Tiny space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this time
got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush closing in. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second and goal for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Gators. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them. And put another touchdown up on the board.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle.
37, Tennessee, 7.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Hard running through a tackle. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Snags the quick throw. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously...
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down. The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. He eludes the... and he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, looking deep. The pass is intercepted. And he steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game.